Oh, man. Spider-Man from 2002 was such a good movie. But I wish there was a Spider-Man movie that surpassed that one in, like, every way. What the hell? What's going on?
Do not fear, young moviegoer. I have heard your request.
God?
It is I, Sam Raimi.
What are you doing here?
I came here to gift you with the best Spider-Man movie.
That's debatable.
But be warned, the movie to follow this will be its complete opposite.
Why?
Because the studio made me, okay?
Are you guys ready? I don't know if you are. Welcome back, everybody, to another My Honest Opinion. And today, the Lord has given me the holy grail of Spider-Man movies. Debatably, the best Spider-Man movie to date. Spider-Man 2. Point 1, though, because you have to watch Point 1. I feel like it's a standard for me to watch the Point 1. It's like those extra couple minutes, but it's a must. It's a definite must. But let's get into the synopsis for the few people. I feel like if you haven't seen Endgame and this, leave. I'm just kidding. Let's get into the synopsis for those that haven't seen it, though, or that need a quick brush up. When a failed nuclear fusion experiment results in an explosion that kills his wife, Dr. Otto Octavius, Alfred Molina, is transformed into Dr. Octopus, a cyborg with deadly metal tentacles. Doc Ock blames Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire, for the accident and seeks revenge. Meanwhile, Spidey's alter ego, Peter Parker, faces fading powers and self-doubt. Complicating matters are his best friends, James Franco, hatred for Spider-Man, and his true loves, Kirsten Dunst, sudden engagement to another man. As general synopsises go, that's pretty good. They don't give you too much. It's honestly, like, very vague, which is a big plus. Like it said in the movie, Doc Ock is trying to create a fusion through funding from Harry and Oscorp, but everything goes awry because he did not test it, or he just didn't heed Peter's warnings about how it could possibly blow up if he doesn't know what he's doing. And he was so damn sure of himself, it became his hubris. And he was just like, oh, Peter, I've done this 1 billion times. What? And then, of course, Spider-Man has to stop him, but then Doc Ock loses everything and becomes a slave to the metal arms and becomes evil guy trying to recreate the experiment to try and finish it, to destroy the city, I guess. He went in with good intentions, but his intentions became bad, so he's a bad guy. The theme does loosely pull from Spider-Man No More, with Peter getting ragged on and losing, like, his life being complete shit for having to save people. He sucks at school, sucks at being a good friend with Harry, and sucks with trying to get a girl he likes, who knows likes him, but still is like, do you love me or not? But let's get into these characters.
Work out, plenty of rest, eat your green vegetables.
Tobey has definitely improved as Peter Parker. Not only just because he also gets his whole sequence when he's just Peter Parker, no Spider-Man powers, but Tobey brings a little bit more. He's still kind of odd, he's still kind of weird, but he definitely brings a lot more than he used to in the first Spider-Man movie. In the first one, it was kind of funny. I don't know how to explain it. It was very funny. Tobey and Spider-Man's entire character arc for this movie is like a deep dive into what makes him a hero, which I really like. Because even as Peter Parker, he still tries to help out people. He had one chance, and he said, "Nope, that's not me." But then you got a building on fire, and a little girl's trapped inside. He runs into the fire because he's like, I'm gonna do the right thing this time. I'm not gonna let somebody die, even though somebody does die, and it really gets to his head. He still went for it. Even without the powers, he's still willing to go to help somebody out.
Keep calm. It's only a spike. It'll soon stabilize.
Now, Alfred Molina, this man came in out of nowhere, got the role for Doc Ock, took the mic and dropped it pretty much. Because another reason why this movie is so great is for the fact it's Doc Ock and it's done so fantastically, okay? Because you want to compare Norman, you want to compare Alfred Molina. I don't know if you can. Of course you can. For all fairness, I think that Alfred is a better villain than Green Goblin did, just because I feel like as the movies went on a little bit more and more, the Green Goblin name kind of got like washed down a little bit. Because you got Doc Ock, he showed up, he did the damage, he did what he had to do. Okay, he came in, he made the work, he made this a good ass movie. But he's also pretty sympathetic. He's just a simple scientist with his wife who helps him out with his experiment. Experiment goes awry. He's now got metal arms, and his wife's dead because of it. But the only problem is that he's pointing fingers not at himself, but at somebody else. And now he's trying to fix it for the sake of Rosie, but not even thinking it out, he's just going to destroy and cause more harm to people. Like, what did he expect to happen once it was done? Like, you created a fusion and it works now. And now what? You still stole a shit ton of money, and you also put a crap ton of people's lives in danger. But I guess the US government can just say, you know what, that's okay. You made fusion technology. We can now have limitless energy. You're omitted. Don't worry about the people you killed, the people you put in harm's way. It's okay. You just stole from us. It's okay. Don't worry about it. He wasn't thinking that far ahead, unless he was really just trying to hurt people with the experiment. Then, I guess. But that's when I guess that's why they added the whole thing about like, oh, the arms. They corrupt your mind because they're advanced technology and they have their own thought process that can really fuck with yours and mess you up too. I guess it makes sense in the context of the movie then. I said this in my chat. I said this in my commentary track. Harry could have been set up for it, yeah, albeit it could have been a different character altogether, but it would have made so much sense with the story because Harry was set up in the first movie being kind of like trying to live up to his father's approval. I get that. Now he wants to follow in his father's footsteps in this movie. Right now he wants to avenge his father's death and get revenge from Spider-Man. I think is the correct way of saying it. He wants to stop him altogether. He doesn't care what it takes. He's willing to put his own friend in danger just to get that. Harry's sliding down the best friend pole there, you know, he's going down. I felt like with how he was set up in the first and this movie, having him be Venom in the third movie would have been great. Because not only is he hating Spider-Man so much, and he already has this character built up, if you just give him the symbiote, he's basically Spider-Man but his opposite, you know? And who are the best villains? Best villains are usually people that are the exact opposite of a character, or the same character but just warped. This would have been great. This is his best friend since high school, dog. For him to just end up being like Spider-Man but just evil. Like, this shit writes itself. But no, he had to be the Hobgoblin or the New Goblin, whatever the fuck his name was. It was still kind of sick, I won't lie. It was pretty sick. But that's that movie. This movie, Harry was done a lot better. Harry's, you can definitely tell that he's definitely matured. James Franco brought a bit of more of a cynicism and that corporate like cutthroatness. He definitely brought that. I guess that's what happens when Spider-Man kills your dad.
I am glad to hear it.
Mary Jane Watson. She is a block of wood and she is a bitch.
It's water over the dam or under the bridge or wherever you like it. But
I rated her as one of the worst characters in the first movie just because she was just there. Like, you can't have a Spider-Man movie without Aunt May. The thing was that for the first movie, it was mostly around Ben. That his whole, like, where his heart was. It's like, it was Uncle Ben. And so now in this one, it's kind of have to trade between Uncle Ben to now Aunt May. And now in Aunt May here, Peter's real with her. Peter tells her what happened, how it actually happened. At first, she's like, I can't believe you. You're dead. He's dead because of you, and you lied to me. You know, she's stricken from that. But then after that, she's still like, she forgives him, and she embraces him for it, and she tries to help clear his head or what he should do and figure himself out. And so she's definitely becoming that character. She's now where Peter's heart is.
I want Spider-Man!
J. Jonah Jameson. So J. Jonah Jameson in this movie, they gave him a lot more screen time this time, and did it fucking pay off? Oh my goodness gracious. He's still the same J. Jonah Jameson, but now in 2.1, Spider-Man 2.1, you get to see a little bit more of what JJ does when he finally gets the suit from the trash man. And isn't it fantastic? JJ honestly gets the golden star for the entire Spider-Man Sam Raimi run, just because he plays the same consistent character, a really good performance from it, and you just love to see him. He's just that good that you just love to see him there. But now I need to put some spoiler warnings. because I need to give this man a double gold star. This man was so good they brought him back for Spider-Man Far From Home. Are you fucking kidding me? What? My mouth fucking dropped. Like, my thoughts were like, okay, maybe they could do J. Jonah Jameson, but maybe as like maybe they could do like a female version of JJ, like, or something like that. You know, they could just change it, try it out, something new. It'd be crazy. But no, they said, why do we need to make a new one when we have this perfect character right here, with this person who's played it so accurately? Let's just bring him in. They brought him. They brought this man. One of the only people I know that's jumped from one cinematic universe to another. JJ gets the awarded double gold stars. Definitely the best character in the entire run right now. Just because. Come on. Now we gotta talk about the costumes. Now Spider-Man kind of looks the same. If not, his colors look a little bit more darker in this one. But like for a good section, I honestly thought he was wearing a red and black Spider-Man suit rather than the just red and blue. It still kind of looks the same as the old one, which isn't too bad. It's a nice Spider-Man suit, I feel like. At least for me, it's my childhood suit. Come on. It's a Sam Raimi web suit, bro. Don't hate, bro. But now Doc Ock. Holy fuck, does he look fucking menacing with these fucking things, man. Oh my goodness. Definitely a lot better. His look is definitely a lot better than the Goblin suit. Because the Goblin, yeah, was the whole Power Ranger suit. I get why they did it. They did it. Sure. It's okay. But just, I need a minute. Just seeing these things, getting attached, and just becoming a thing is like, it's weird to like look at because like I know it's not real, but I'm so fascinated about the practical effects that they use to make these arms that it just, oh my goodness, God, it blows my fucking mind every single time. They look so great. His look is fantastic. Definitely the best out of every character in this movie. His look is the best. Solid. Hands down. But everybody knows, for one, the scenes of this movie. The two standout scenes. Well, let's talk about when Sam Raimi flexes his little horror muscles. So you got the hospital scene. Right after the whole experiment goes awry, they need to get the arms off Doc Ock. This guy's got this ailment. Let's get rid of it for him. Let's fix him up because he attached these robotic arms to himself. You thought he was out. Nope. This man, it's not even him. I guess it's subconsciously him. I guess it'd be his flight or flight response being put through the arms that just are attacking them automatically. They're just like, people, what the fuck, they're attacking me. Let me take them all out. But does he fucking do it? There's no music. The framing is just like a horror movie. And Sam Raimi says, I used to do The Evil Dead. I know a thing about horror. It's a different tone for the movie, albeit, but it's such a good tone. It's just a really good fucking scene because you just see how crazy it is. It's so crazy, bro. Oh my god. Hospital scene is fantastic. And now, the benchmark. At least every superhero movie tries to reach when it comes to an action sequence. It is the fucking train sequence, bro. This movie's scene right here, this scene is legendary, okay? This puts everything of who Spider-Man is into a character. It's him constantly trying to stop Doc Ock, Doc Ock trying to foil him, trying to capture him. And then Spider-Man doing everything he can to save the people and stop Doc Ock at the same time. Nothing stops this man. He gets thrown off the train, comes right back. Gets hit by a train, comes right back. Doc Ock throws two people trying to slow him down, see if he fucks up or anything. Saves them both, comes right back. He keeps coming back. He doesn't stop. It's like it's into the Spider-Verse. Like no matter how many times you get knocked down, you have to get right back up. And does Peter do it? Yes. Even to the point where he finally saves everybody on the train. He does such a fantastic job of that the people save him and they rescue him. They bring him inside the train. The whole Jesus allegory. But still, they saved him at the same time. You know, he saves them, they save him. Potato, potato, vice versa. As a general person watching this movie, you're like, wow, this guy's like, this is fantastic. But even as like a comic book appreciator, you're also thinking, wow, this is Spider-Man. He's saving people. He's kicking ass at the same time. This is fucking fantastic. Fucking fantastic. Look, even with its ups and downs. So when it comes to the rating for this movie, I need to try and keep my bias out of it. As a movie, is this great? Yes, it's a good movie. But you also can't ignore the fact that a lot of the acting can sometimes be really bad or just wouldn't, primarily between Peter and MJ. I can give you that. Their acting isn't always fantastic. It's not always on par. It's not always top tier. You can kind of forget all that though when you're watching this movie though. But it's the little things that count. And it's the only thing that's stopping this movie from being a perfect 10. So I'm gonna have to give this movie a solid 9.5.
Where is she?
Oh, she'll be just fine. Let's talk.
I sprinkled a little bit of my bias in there. I'm sorry. I had to. How could you not fucking love this movie? Come on. They're so terrible and campy, but they're also so fantastic and amazing. Come on. What? But yo, if you guys like that, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell if you want me to keep annoying you, okay? I'm gonna give a quick shout out though to my friend Matthew Ford, the real life Spider-Man, who helped and came over and watched this movie with me and commentated on it as well. Okay, he does a daily Spider Bites videos where he reads a Spider-Man comic and puts up a 1-minute video just kind of giving his thoughts about it, and then just every single day. So if you kind of want to know the summary or what he thinks about this issue or that issue, take a gander. All right. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.
Amazing Spider-Man 182 kicks off the new Marv Wolfman run with a real bang. The villain here is Rocket Racer, who's kind of lame. He's a guy on like a rocket skateboard, but he's entertaining enough to keep the action going. He is extorting some guy named Mr. Wheel, I don't remember, whatever. The point is, he's about to become one of the greatest villains, most popular villains, iconic Spider-Man villains of all time. Big Wheel, more on that tomorrow. Get excited. But for now, Spider-Man's just chasing Rocket Racer all over the place, and he's kind of thinking about how his life doesn't feel complete. And Aunt May really pushing him to settle down. And so the issue ends with him proposing to Mary Jane Watson, which is a huge deal, obviously. I'm very excited to see where that goes.